everybody, Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby Supply once again. I don't know if I really have enough done to do a update 37, but we're going to do it anyways. I'm going to show you what I've got going on, and maybe it'll be a little bit easier for you to visualize where I'm going with that section down there where the road is. So let's get into this. Okay, everybody, this time we're going to go back to the shaky cam. While I said I haven't done a lot, I actually did some things that were time consuming. One is I've cut out this hillside here to make some semblance of a road that goes up here. What I'll have to do is make a template, as I always do, that fits that area. I need to complete the bridge first and get it in place so I know where to take the road to. Then I can make a template and go up the side of the hill here. I have a train pulled up in the way right here at the moment. However, it'll cross the track right here, go across to the other side, and then I'm going to take you down here to the end and kind of show you where I'm going with this. Okay, once again, if I get the camera up here, you can see right down there where I'm going to cross over. I'm going to build this up a little bit on this side over here. Come straight down here. And I'm going to put the scrapyard here, and I'm going to come straight along the side of the scrapyard. I think I'm going to go up over this bridge. I might change that plan and put a shorter flat bridge in there and raise the scenery up to it. But right now, I have the bridge sitting there going over, down, and off the edge of the layout. Now, as far as the scrapyard here, the scrapyard kind of fits in that location there. I'm going to bevel the edge of the scrapyard back here, and I need to fix the fence along there because that fence used to face the backdrop, and as you can see, it's not finished very well. I'm also thinking about, on the end of this, is putting the fence right across the track, or right around the end of the track, I suppose, and then out this way and put some more scrap on this side and put a crane over here on this side that would reach across the track, be able to load cars, electromagnetic crane, some kind of crane that would be able to load scrap. That's kind of the idea there. I don't have an idea for the other track yet, but I like the scrapyard. Kind of hate to get rid of it, and it more or less lends itself to this particular area and shape right here. I may pull it back down this way to the end, trim that end off, or build the scenery up to it. Not really sure, but that's about where it's going to go, and use it as I can there. So anyway, you can kind of visualize the road coming up the hill over there, going across the tracks there, coming down this way, meeting up with the bridge, going across the bridge and off the layout here. That will give me access to the industries that go in this area here. Now, I want to back up a little bit because I did something that took me an incredible amount of time, and had to get every tool I own out. But this fascia right here used to be up against this wall. So you can see that I've put a 2x4 in there and brought that out the width of a 2x4. Screwed all that back in, screwed the fascia back in, had to put a spacer in here and all that, and took all this scenery out right here, which required me to take out I had a bunch of foam stacked in there. Required me to take a bunch of foam and paper and all kinds of junk out of there, and then put this 1-inch foam back in here that I can put new scenery on. It was kind of not a hard task. I mean, I didn't think it would be hard, but I did have to get a lot of tools out to accomplish it. But anyway, it does give me about 4 more inches, 3.5, 4 more inches over there on that edge to do what I want to do. And it allows me space to put in this little depot that I had done on the other layout. You may remember that depot. It used to sit down over in that area somewhere by where the used car lot used to be. It faced the other way. What would be the front side of the depot faced the back of the layout. But it fits in here nicely. I tried to cut the walk on the curve there, and was relatively successful. I'll probably put some concrete across the track there so they can, patrons can get across the track to a train on the opposite side and so forth. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to work that out. What I do know is that I've got that glued down, hot glued down and level. I used hot glue under it so that I could lift it up and down, and this pin, what I did is I raised it up to level and then put the pin in at an angle to hold it up there until the hot glue dried. And now the hot glue is simply supporting the cork that actually sits on. And I believe I'll be able to use the parking lot as is and just blend the scenery into it. So I guess what I'm saying is that's where that depot is going to go. On this side of the depot here, I am somewhere over in here. I think I'm going to start to elevate this up and bring it up about this high. And when I get over here, I'm going to come back down or maybe put a little retaining wall up there or something. So that this doesn't look like it falls off into nothing from that height over there. And it'll be kind of a little miniature view block on this corner here. I don't know how high I'm going to make it, probably only about 2 or 3 inches up, just like that is. But that will be the plan, is to raise this outer edge up, slope it up, and make a cut there. That's kind of the game plan right now. Like I say, I don't know if that bridge is going to remain like that. The bridge is already obviously built, which will make it easy to get it to fit in that area. All I have to do is put the bridge piers back under it and so forth. But I'll give that a little bit of thought. I don't know whether I want to go with this concrete or if I'm going to put a dirt embankment up to the concrete, or if I want to do a dirt embankment period with just a concrete face. They have a lot of that out here in New Mexico. But either way, one way or the other, that bridge is likely going to go there, or a portion of that bridge. So you can kind of see that the bridge, the depot, and the scrapyard will all be in that little area right there, and how the road will get there. Really, as far as work I've done on the layout, that about wraps it up. I may take a couple of pictures here. You can see I've got a mess here with plastering and so forth. But I may take a couple pictures of a train, of this train that you just saw running by again, and I got something to tell you about Digitrax. Okay, what I wanted to tell you is, in one of the other videos I showed you that I had put a switch on my Digitrax wireless throttles, which works well. except for the fact that all of the sudden, every time I turned one on, I had to go plug it into the UR92, and I would get LN server message on the face of the unit. And when I tried to use it, it would only do IR, or infrared, which also was not very reliable. I thought something was wrong with the system because I knew the throttles worked out at the club, but they didn't work here. I couldn't figure it out. I tried every configuration. I tried resetting the box. I did everything I could possibly do. Finally, I wound up sending or creating a ticket, which is what you have to do now on Digitrack's website, and sent a ticket to them saying the problem I was having, and that the throttles would not work on radio. Well, pretty quickly, I think in a day, I got an email back that said, I assume that you've hooked up an LNWI or whatever the interface is for the your cell phone control. And of course I did. You guys know that from a while back. But somehow, and it's been working with those connected, or with that connected, but somehow something in the configuration of either that or my UR92, and I didn't even know there was any configurationing to do with the UR92, but nevertheless I was told that the UR92 and the LNWI or whatever it is need to be on the same channel. I didn't even know there was a channel for them to work on. But if you run into this situation and you hook up the network interface to run the layout with your cell phone, and I printed off the instructions, however I haven't done it yet. My answer currently is just to unplug the network unit, and that makes my wireless throttles work. If I decide I need the network device again, I will go in there and try and make the channel on that and the UR92 the same channel. It screws the system all up if the two are not programmed to the same channel, apparently. Okay? So I just thought you guys should know that if you're running a Digitrack's wireless system and you're trying to hook up a wireless interface, a cell phone interface. So that's the only tidbit that I have for you. If I do get into, I downloaded the instructions on how to program both or one or the other of them. I just have not done it. When I do it, I may put it on the how-to channel. But for now, if you're having that problem, don't think there's something wrong with the system. Don't pack it all up and ship it to them. Don't get another system. I was going to upgrade to a newer system, the new Evo system. But now that I've figured out the problem, I'll be sticking with the old Empire Builder that I've been using for years and years. But anyway, I thought you guys should know that. I did think of one other thing. I have all my, well, not all, but I have most of my steam locomotives on eBay. I have some items on eBay right now. So if you're interested in any of the the Model Power steam locomotives that you've seen running around the layout here, go to eBay and search up my name, and you will find it. I appreciate it, guys. Take care. Well, okay, everybody. I hope you enjoyed update 37, and as usual, thanks for watching.